Good day everybody, welcome back. This is the second video that, oh gosh, look at that, just a bit of tint, all good. So this is what you can actually do. You can actually pour some of your tint directly onto your board and just mark up the area, whatever you want to do. Mix it up with a bit of water and Bob's your uncle. So let's go. I've got some colors here and I've got some extra resin. I actually mixed a bit too much, so I did a little piece here earlier and I will do another. Hold on a second, I'm just going to prop this one up a bit because it's leaking on one side and we don't want that, do we? It's quite cool. Anyway, let's go with it. This one we're just going to make a little bit of an abstract piece. Let's just go with the angel white right in the middle. Going to do a dirty pour, see what happens. Pour the whole thing in there. Oh, maybe leaves. Oh yeah, pour the whole thing in. I've got extra resin if I need to mix some more, so I'm just going to pour the whole thing right in there. This is going to be an interesting one using the new Le'Rez liquid pigments, transparent liquid pigments, which are quite cool. Now let's go with, I'll go with my blue. This one is a true blue. I might just add a couple more drops. This has about 4 drops in there. I'm going to add another 2. 1, 2. Really pretty color. Give it a mix just to deepen it a little bit. It's quite transparent. It's still going to be transparent. That's what they are. They are transparent pigments, liquid pigments, and you know, to make them opaque you need to add an opaque to it, like a white. This for some reason is moving that way. Let's just move it a little bit. Quite exciting being back in the studio filming. Here we go. I'm going to put the whole thing in and you can see that blue reacting with the white immediately. It's not going through, it's not kind of falling through, but it's sitting there and it's quite cool. Now that I've done that, I want to go with another opaque. This is the chameleon yellow mixed in with a little bit of white, so it made it into a pastel. So it's not as transparent as these guys. I'm going to put the whole thing in there, just like that. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I'm sure it's going to turn out great. Unless I muck something up, which is a possibility. So that goes in. So we've got an opaque, we've got a transparent, we've got another opaque-ish. Let's go with some of this beautiful deep ocean blue. I don't want to put pink over the yellow, but if you put a bit of blue over the yellow, then that's fine. That's going over. And I might just put a little drop of white. Might have to mix some more white actually. So I've got my resin all ready and I just got to get some, let me just clean this stick because I don't want to contaminate my white. Clean it and then get it in my white and pop it in there. Oh, I've got to pull my sleeves up. I can't work with my sleeves down. Give it a nice stir. And actually, I don't even want to stir it too much. I just want to leave it a little bit streaky. And here we go, right in the middle. Wow, look at that. It actually made this beautiful blue into a teal in some areas. And you can see the streakiness. It's so awesome. Now let us heat that up a little bit before I put my fuchsia in there. So before I do that, I will mix the rest of that white in. And I want to put that white around here because I don't have enough movement there. So that's what I'm doing right now. Pop it on there. And turn this around because it's pulling that way and I don't want it to do that. Let's go here. A lot of people have been wondering about what's going on with me and why I haven't been videoing as much as I used to. Well, I can tell you one thing. Last year I moved into another area and I don't have as much help as I used to have before, so pretty much I'm on my own. So when it comes to mixing pastes and things like that, I do that on my own. I label things, design things, and then introducing a new line, it takes quite a bit of time to do that. Quite a bit of planning, and then this COVID sort of interrupted everything. So it's yeah, it's but I'm here now. Let's put that down. This looks very, very interesting. If you could only see this white, how wispy it is. That's so interesting. Let's go in with this really super transparent, which I will make even a little bit more darker by adding a few more drops of this fuchsia in there, just to deepen the color a little bit. Still transparent. Like I said, they will always be transparent. It just depends on the levels of it. Right in the middle with that one, and you can see that opening it up beautifully, and that looks pretty cool, just like that. That green was that yellow which turned into green mixed in with the blue. How interesting. Right, I did want to put a little bit of gold in there, but anyway, let's torch it a bit. That is really looking very interesting. Do need to turn it around again. That's looking so interesting. Almost like an eye. But I will put in a little bit more of this blue right in the middle. And maybe I'll mix in some of the... You have to understand this is just the transparent. So you mix in your pigment paste and pigment powders, it'll make something completely different. So let's go. I've got another cup here, and I'm just going to put a little bit of gold in there, just the molten gold. Just I know the molten gold is going to make it look bloody beautiful. Now metallic paste, molten gold. There we go. Here's my molten gold. I hope it hasn't solidified. Sometimes that happens. You just have to heat it up a bit, and then it's good as gold. Good as gold. Okay, so it has solidified a little bit. It's just a little bit thicker in the bottom, but that's all right. We only want a little bit up the top. Like I said, if yours goes hard, just hit it with a bit of heat. So here we go. Scrape it off the sides, just making sure we're still filming. Sometimes these things play up, and then by the time I'm done, there's nothing there. Right, let's go. I'm going to put it right in the middle, and I think I'm going to blast it with a hairdryer. I absolutely love this wispiness here. There's a lot of... My table, trust me, is very leveled, but I think it's just these boards maybe, I don't know. Right, so let's go with the hairdryer. Block your ears. Put it on high heat and low speed, which is Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, that's really, really cool. I'm not touching it anymore. That's all it took. That's all it took. Just, okay, so I'm going to leave that one. I might go and get another board because I've got some more stuff here to do. In fact, I might swap this with my other piece that I did before. Anyway, I'm going to stitch that one to the previous video. So, I will show you the results once this thing cures.